I'm not really worried about it. You know, Brett Gardner, I always liked the way he plays from the other side. He plays the game hard. He wasn't real happy with me. Emotions were running high. I wasn't real happy with him at the time. But you know, that's part of baseball, unfortunately, at times. Gary Sanchez, I didn't really notice anything that he was doing in particular, to be honest with you.
How much did you think was intentional out there?
Probably not most of it, quite frankly. You know, I know Fulmer did not. It looked bad because Sanchez hit the ball so well, but Fulmer wasn't trying to hit Sanchez. He had that numbness in his finger. He got a zinger when he threw the pitch, and he just lost it and went into him. So, but that being said, I understood why the Yankees were upset by it, and I don't think you know, it wasn't a surprise that they sent a message back, and at that point I thought it'd be over.
You thought it would be over, and then James McCann gets hit in the head. I mean, is that kind of where, again, the frustrations mount a little bit more because baseball had done what, or two teams had done what you thought, and it was over?
Well, you know, again, I don't think Betances was trying to hit him in the head, but it's a scenario where also when we were in New York, we had Mikey Mott took a hit in the head, and he got hit a second time in that same game. Miguel Cabrera got thrown up and in. So it's not just one incident, I guess.
There was a heated conversation between Victor Martinez and Justin Verlander. Is that two guys just caring and trying to get their team under control?
Well, yeah, I was actually on the field, so I haven't seen it. I haven't talked to him about it. I'm aware of it, but I couldn't tell you what it was about.
Does it bother you as a manager that teammates would get into it that way?
No, again, emotions are running high. They're running high on both sides.
Does a game like this, with so much being dwelled upon the fighting, take away from what you were able to accomplish on the field, because you guys played a pretty good game?
Well, we did a nice job of fighting back, excuse the expression, but and holding on to the win. It was a good win. We needed to win. They beat us the first two games of the series, and they're a very good team, but we needed to win.
Brad, when you're in a game like this, and obviously after the bench is clear the second time, did you tell your guys anything that you want to try to handle it differently to make it not happen again?
No, I mean, truthfully, you think it's over after, once it clears once, you assume it's over, and then the second time, you definitely think it's over, and it just, you don't see games like this very often, and for good reason, because you're worried there's injury concerns, and I hope I never see one again. But, it happened, it's over, we'll move on.
I don't want to read too much into it. Does it say anything about your club, that it has each other's back, that it fights, it scratches, it claws, despite a team that had owned them the previous 2 days?
They should have each other's back, and just like the Yankees have their teammates' backs. That's how team sports are.
Is there an issue with Michael Fulmer early in the game? I mean, you guys had to come out and take a look at his elbow, his arm, whatever the case may be.
When we came out to look at him was when he got that zinger down his arm, and it ended up hitting Sanchez in the hip or the butt, wherever it was. As soon as he threw it, you could see he was shaking his hand like something happened. He said, I talked to him after the game, he said it was by far the worst that he's had shoot down his hand. That being said, he said he's all right.
What's the message to the players after a game like this?
Right now, we're just going to pack up and go to Chicago.
Brian, is it fair to say you didn't think either Betances or Robertson was intentional, but then at that juncture there has to be some?
Yeah, no, I don't think Betances or Robertson did it intentionally, but you do have to be able to command the ball at this level as well. And I know pitches get away from pitchers. I'm very aware of that. But I think especially with the McCann thing, guy gets hit in the head and there's a warning out, I just think something has to be done.
Any idea what was said between Cabrera and Austin Romine?
No, I have no idea.